Well, it has been said that running a campaign is like putting on a show. And as the race for the White House heats up with the first Republican debate set for Thursday, there appears to be a growing number of supporters showing up at campaign speeches and appearances. The increasing pressure to gain an edge has some candidates paying actors to be faces in the crowd. Carter Evans takes a look.
And it's an honor to have everybody here. This is beyond anybody's expectations. There's been no crowd like this.
When Donald Trump entered the presidential race, spurred on by an energetic crowd, apparently not all were true believers. According to an email obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, actors were offered $50 to wear T-shirts, carry signs, and cheer. Trump denies paying supporters, but if he did, he's hardly alone.
Why might a politician want to hire a crowd?
Why wouldn't they want to hire a crowd?
Adam Swart is CEO of Crowds on Demand. His initial clients were minor celebrities looking to create a buzz. He hired actors to play paparazzi and fans, and it wasn't long before politicians came calling.
You want the world to think that it's really a, genuine crowd, and that's what we do.
Swart says party affiliation doesn't matter. You want a crowd? He'll give you a crowd to cheer or go negative.
Have you ever provided protesters for an event?
Of course.
Demonstrators?
Of course.
Do you see anything wrong with that?
Personally, no.
Do you ever feel like you're tricking people, though, into getting behind something that they may have not gotten behind if they didn't see all this activity there?
We don't trick people, we engage them.
Have we come to a point where we should just expect this?
Sadly, in some ways, yes.
Elizabeth Currid-Halkett is a public policy professor at USC.
And obviously what we really want are authentic politicians. But, they know the game and they know how to get more people to follow is to at least create the illusion that everyone's very interested.
The practice is now so common, there's a word for it in the dictionary.
Have you ever heard of the term astroturfing?
Yes.
Yeah. Webster's dictionary says astroturfing is the practice of disguising an orchestrated campaign as a spontaneous upwelling of public opinion. Do you agree with that?
Well, it's all semantics.
Astroturfing is basically a fake grassroots movement. Like
what we do is we build grassroots movements.
When does it cross the line?
I do think that it crosses the line when you are actually swaying public opinion.
Swart says the only thing he won't do is work with hate groups. Anyone else is fair game.
Do you ever think, maybe I'm creating a buzz for an issue that really isn't there and wouldn't be there if I didn't do this?
I take pride in that.
I think we want to believe the buzz. To be honest with you, if we're rolling into the election so cynical that we don't believe anything that comes out of a politician's mouth and any of the crowd and energy around them, then what's to be excited about? So I think we have to suspend our disbelief until something like a crazy email comes out and we find out that in fact the crowd was rented.
If we told people it was fake, it would be hard to engage them in the first place. I think having it seem genuine is really critical. If they find out it's fake several years down the line, well, fine.
Proving that in politics, things aren't always what they seem. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Carter Evans, Los Angeles.
I'm sorry. I think, he's not only deluding the crowd, he's deluding himself. If he says, we don't trick people, we engage them, you're precisely tricking people.
You have to hand it to Carter Evans, though. He took him to task, and the guy certainly has his own perception of his work.
Yeah, there's no shame.